Hey guys, Suda here, and I have a very special video for you guys. Now, it's a little bit of an update, but most importantly, what I'm going to be doing here is kind of giving a groundwork of what I'm going to be doing with this channel now. Everyone probably knows, or you guys haven't been listening and stuff. I've just been so busy. I just moved to a new house. Now I have a dedicated recording space, and I'm going to start doing more Gears content, but not necessarily like opinion pieces. I'm still going to be doing like the Gears Keep Turning. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a smaller things. But for the most part, if I'm going to be doing an episode, I feel like it's not necessarily going to be super Gears focused, but I think Gears is always going to be on this channel. It's kind of funny, Gears of War 5 has been out for about 3 weeks at this point, and it's had a very, not rocky launch, because there are games that are far worse. I played Fallout 76. This game has had problems, but it has to deal with a little bit of not the coalition, but Microsoft is like, well, we'll sell Gears of War on PC, and also everyone can buy it for $2. And everything just exploded. This wasn't Gears 2 launch bad, though I still have been having a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of Escape, I've been playing a lot of Versus. Surprisingly, I was playing a lot of Horde, and if I wanted to give my opinion on the campaign was very good. It made me cry apart, and I got some satisfaction, got some answers answered. It was such an emotional campaign. Out of all the Gears campaigns, this is the one that seemed like the most human to me, and I think I might make a video separately talking about just the campaign and what they did right and what they did amazingly, because there's a lot of things that they executed so perfectly that even I had to sit back and appreciate it compared to Gears 4 where I was the biggest cynical about that game. All the problems were addressed. And kind of what I wanted to do with this is kind of, tell personal stories, be funny, and for the most part, I just want to play Gears. I'm going to be putting gameplay up that's maybe not the best that you would think about, but for me, I like Gears with more of a casual sense. I play it, I don't get really super sweaty, and maybe we'll play some more Escape, maybe make some more videos about that. So for this video, I kind of wanted to talk about something a little bit that has been on my mind, but also has been bugging me. A lot of people in the community have been complaining about this, and for me, I think it's personally something that I think I want to talk about in a very, more of a conversational way than people might not think, and that is change good for Gears? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it's one of those things you have to walk, then crawl, then run, kind of what Rod says here. And for me, when it comes to Gears 5, there's so much better when you think about it. When you cut down to the bare bone, this game works on so many different levels. It doesn't feel like Gears 4, doesn't feel like Gears Judgment. People call it Judgment 2.0. Not necessarily, it's still the same Gears game. Yes, there's still some bullet magnetism and things are a little weird and wonky, especially with connectivity. Because for me, sometimes I have a good connection, sometimes I have a bad connection. Sometimes it puts me in places where I have 500 ping. But for the most part, it's fun. I think the most mode that I've been playing the most has been Escape, and I was surprised because I actually got to play Escape at the Microsoft store when they unveiled it at A3, and I was not impressed by it. I wasn't having fun, but I don't know what they did, the difference between post-launch and launch of Escape that made it fun, but it's now one of my favorite modes. I've mastered a lot of the hives. It's the perfect mode where you just want to grab some buddies and play for 15-20 minutes. You don't have to put the same type of devotion you do in Horde, but when it comes to it, what do I like about this, and why do you think that this game deserves not the hate that it gets, but at least like the understanding? Yes, we can take apart the Tour of Duty in the store. That might be for a separate contention video, but what does this game work compared to the other ones? Well, I think for the most part, it feels like a really fun game. This is going to sound shocking, everybody, but I actually have fun playing this game. Gears 4 aggravated me. Gears 5, I understand a lot of the parts where I die. Sometimes, yes, it's BS, but if you play Gears of War and you're not pissed off, you're doing something wrong. But this is weird. This game doesn't piss me off because when I'm running at someone with a shotgun, and I get mowed down and I get down by a Lancer, I know because I ran forward without taking cover, not doing anything tactical. But that's nothing's changed. That's been like that since Gears 2, since they added stopping power. But for me, when I see why I like the change is because this game is very fluid, it's very responsive, and also the changes, even though they're very small, work in so many big ways. I think the biggest thing I was so shocked about is that you can take cover backwards, and the second I found that out, I was like, over cloud 9. There's some things that I don't like about this game, mostly some of the maps, like Icebound might be one of the worst Gears maps ever put to Gears. Yes, worse than Overpass at times. It's just not fun. I love Asylum. Asylum's so much fun. The Thomas the Tank engines come and they're great, and they murder a lot of people. But why does this game work much better? Well, I think, one, the maps are smaller. They're not like Gears 3 where you take 16 hours to get across one map to the other. I think when it comes to this Gears game, the most important thing is like I'm actually want to play it. I want to play all the modes, not because the Tour of Duty forces me to, but because there's so many options for just every single mode. Yes, even execution, which they added in. I actually have a lot of fun playing execution in this game. I'm not a, one-person respawn type of mode because for me, I get a little trigger happy and I die, but yeah, for me, that's just a personal preference, I suppose. But when you break down the nitty-gritty of the game, it does work. Yes, there are some problems, but I'm having fun. Every moment I've played at this game is fun. I don't know what's the difference between this game and Gears 4. I physically can't tell you why I respond more to this game than Gears 4, maybe because I was in college, and now that I'm more of an adult, I work from home now, and I actually have more chance to play Gears. I think the most important thing, maybe this is going to sound really shocking, is that I'm having a lot of friends that I haven't talked to in years coming back and playing Gears for a little bit because it's cross-compatible. I can play with people from Steam, I can play with people from all walks of life that I used to hang out with. Maybe that might be the reason. For the most part, this game works on just a level where the rifle play is fun, shotguns are fun, pistols are a lot of fun, maybe not so much the Talon. It's like the love child of the Gorgon SMG and the original Gears 2 Gorgon. I think it needs a little bit of a damage buff, but, that's something that might happen, maybe not. The only thing I hate in this game, and I mean I absolutely hate, though I see them changing like the Gears 2 smoke, is the flashbangs. Flashbangs in this game are the worst. It's bad that you get stunned, but you also can't see. I wish it was either or, where you either can't shoot your gun, but you can see, or you can't see, but you can shoot your gun. I feel like that should be a change. I feel like that's going to be something they're going to have to change, because everyone keeps throwing their flashes in. I feel like that has to be changed, because nothing gets accomplished. Everyone throws their grenades in. Sometimes they time them, but for the most part, everyone that gets flashed, nothing gets accomplished. Yeah, sometimes you die, but for the most part, everyone's flashed. If chances are you get flashed, you've already thrown your flash. It's pretty annoying, and hopefully that's something they change. And when it comes to the Tour of Duty stuff, I'm going to be making a separate video all about that, because I have some points of contention that I want to talk about. Yes, it's going to be more laid back in how the terms of the videos are going to work, but I still want to have a point and talk about them, because I feel like this game is really good. It did have a rocky launch, but you have to start somewhere, and I think where they are right now is a good, happy place. Having it on Steam, having cross-compatibility. They're going to be having it soon where you can play on like your tablets and stuff. If you told me Gears of War was going to be where it is right now when Gears 3 ended and Judgment had just died, I would not have believed you. Gears is back in full force, and I plan on making more videos. They're not going to be as time sensitive, like, oh my god, guys, you gotta play Sarah Connor, because Sarah Connor is the best, and she's going to be leaving very, very soon, and here's the news. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about one piece of mechanic, we're going to talk about something, and we're going to have a little fun doing it, because there's a lot to explore in this game, as well as the past of Gears, and for me, I just need some type of outlet, because, the depression demons are coming in, because it's wintertime, I'm all nestled in my little room, and I just wanted something to talk about. I feel like this is an important thing, and there's a lot of great things to talk about. So thank you guys for listening to another amazing episode of The Gears Keep Turning. I am your host, as always, Zach, and let's keep those gears turning, guys. See ya!